Hi, my name is Brad Johnston. Thank you for coming to my presentation today. Today we're going to be talking about effective communication and misunderstandings in social media. Social media has become a major part of our lives, and this is especially true for the younger generation. Listen up, you younger kids. While it offers an unprecedented opportunity to connect, share ideas, and foster relationships, it also has a dark side, which is miscommunication. The fast pace, lack of tone, and public nature of social media can lead to misunderstandings that may harm relationships and create conflicts. So, this speech is to highlight the differences between effective communication and miscommunication on social media. And at the end, I'm going to be offering practical tips for improving your interpersonal interactions. So, the first idea I'm going to be talking about is the impact of social media on communication. Social media offers instant communication. That's why we all love it. We have information at our, the end of our fingertips. This, excuse me, this is broadcasted across the world to different cultures, but often lacks context, nonverbal cues, and tone, which leads to major misunderstandings. So, a great example of this is if a friend messages me and asks to hang out, and I simply respond with sure. This can be interpreted in many different ways. For example, they could view it as genuine, sarcastic, or even dismissive, depending on how they perceived the word sure. So, connecting this to Scott McLean's book, Elements of Human Communication, he notes that effective communication requires clear messaging, nonverbal cues, and feedback to ensure understanding. The absence of these elements in social media can result in miscommunication. The next idea I'm going to be talking about is the common causes of miscommunication on social media. First, we're going to be looking at lack of tone and nonverbal cues. When you're speaking with someone over social media, either on your laptop or on your phone, you're missing something. What you're missing is their facial expressions, body language, and vocal tone. This makes it easy to misinterpret messages. Misunderstandings can escalate quickly in the comment section, especially if you're talking to someone from a different culture. They may become aggressive or critical when you did not intend to make them feel that way based on your messaging. It's just the difference in cultural norms. Another great example would be echo chambers and confirmation bias. Social media algorithms also, social media algorithms often show us content that aligns with our existing beliefs. So, for example, if you are in love with race cars, you're going to be seeing a lot more race cars on your social media. This creates an echo chamber that can distort our perception of reality and lead to biased communication. Another great example of this would be political views. And so, the third idea that I want to be talking about, and this is going to be giving you tips on how to improve your interpersonal interactions on social media. There's going to be three methodologies that I'm going to be telling you about today. First one is think before you post. The next one would be seek to understand and not just respond. And then the third and final one would be use emojis wisely. You may wonder, what are these methodologies? Well, I'd be happy to tell you. So the first one, think before you post. You want to reflect on your messages and consider how it might be interpreted by others. Take time to understand the different cultural norms before you send out a message because this can aim for clarity and kindness. Next, seek to understand and not just respond. Instead of reacting impulsively to comments or posts, take a moment to understand the other person's perspective. So, for example, according to McLean, when when you incorporate active listening and empathy when talking with someone, you are going to understand more where they come from and have a better communication. You're going to have more effective communication with this person just because you take the time to understand the other person's perspective of where they're coming from, and you can meet them halfway and thus have an effective conversation. The third and final methodology we're going to be talking about is to use emojis wisely. Since there is an absence of verbal cues that someone can see and also nonverbal cues that someone can see, emojis can help convey tone and emotion that might otherwise be lost in text. So, For example, adding a smiley face at the end of the message can soften the tone and show friendliness. To wrap this up, the summary key points that I want to talk about that we covered in this presentation is social media is a powerful tool for communication, but it also has the potential to create significant miscommunication due to lack of nonverbal cues and immediate feedback. By understanding the common causes of miscommunication and applying simple strategies for effective communication, we can improve our online interactions and build stronger, healthier relationships. So, in a world where digital interactions are the norm, let's strive to use social media mindfully and compassionately to bridge gaps rather than create divides. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.